There we go. So, first of all, welcome everyone. And I am, for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Tammy Nevins, Triple Diamond. And we kind of wanted to get a few of us together to talk about the Grand Rapids Boot Camp. Some of you guys were there, and I'm going to have a few of you just kind of talk and give your aha moments and maybe just like a little bit of inspiration on what your take was from boot camp. But we're going to also kind of keep this short and sweet because the main drive that I want to get home to everybody on my team, and I'm sure all the leaders that are on here will agree, as to how important it is to get to these events, physically get to them. Not just jump on a Zoom after the event and get all the tidbits and knowledge and experience of what it is to actually be there. I honestly feel like a big part of boot camp, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can agree who was there, is not necessarily what happens at the actual event, but what happens outside of the event. So we ended up having dinner with Joel and Stephanie Dunn one of the nights, getting together and just hanging out in between, spending time with each other and sharing tips with each other and learning from other leaders and that type of thing. All of that is just stuff you can't experience from jumping on a Zoom. I understand not all of you guys were able to physically make it there, but just really want to hit home to you guys how important it is to get to these events. So first and foremost, I just saw a post by Mike. I haven't even been able to do anything, but I saw that he posted that commissions are going to be paid out early this week. They're actually paying them out tomorrow so that you guys can have a chance to get your green carpet ticket. So I would tell you all right now, if you are able to get to green carpet next month, you need to be there. You need to be there. It's going to be a smaller, more intimate event. It's going to be awesome. You might be able to meet Mark and Pam and Mike and just learn from these leaders. So that's my plug for tonight is get to the events and make sure you get your ticket to green carpet. It's only $75 and you get a wrap reward. So a wrap reward, you get a box of wraps for $25. You sell those 4 wraps and you make $100. So basically your entire ticket to green carpet is paid for. You just need to find your way down there. So they're awesome experiences if you haven't been to an event. So with that being said, I'm going to kind of back off and I'm going to let some of these other leaders that were there maybe chip in on an aha moment, whether it be from the Diamonds and Above learning leadership night, or if they want to just talk about something from boot camp. So who wants to go first?
I can start. Sorry, Stephanie. You can start if you want to.
No, go.
Okay, so I just wanted to touch on, for me, this is something that we've been told before, but with Mark's training at the Diamonds and Above night, he gave us our game plan, and it's like the game plan that we have to have in our mind all the time to succeed, and it applies to any person that has started in this business. Really, it doesn't even have to apply to Diamonds and Above. But the very first thing is a third of our time that we're in this business should be building our business. So a third of our time should be completing the steps of success as leaders. And it doesn't matter if you have one person underneath you or 500 people underneath you, you need to be completing your steps of success every month. They're really, really pushing to complete your steps of success every month. And like you said, the leaders are no exception to that. No matter how far you get in this business, I think a lot of people get to a point in their business where they think, I've enrolled all these people, now I get to sit back and wait until they start enrolling people. And that's just not the way to success. He really, really pushed that home to us. So he said a third of our time should be building our businesses, the steps of success every single month. A third of our time should be working with our team. And when he says working with our team, he said we have to be looking for those out there that are in our top 10. Like who on your team want it? Who wants to run with you, who's willing to, do parties and go blitzing and get on Zooms and things like that with you. And you have to focus on the people that are basically the 20% of people in your business that are going to do the 80% of the work with you. The rest of the team can be invited to trainings and things like that, but he just really pushed that home to us, which he's done in the past too. And Joel has definitely pushed that home to us a lot. But it's basically you want to run with your runners, and that's we hear that all the time. We run with our runners, we walk with our walkers, but we don't sit with our sitters if you want to succeed in this business. And then the other third of our time should be on self-development. And if you have not dove into self-development yet, that could be a reason why you're feel stuck in your business. And I'll tell you about, like, I didn't start my self-development until I hit diamond in the business. I didn't understand how important it was. And then I had a really hard time advancing to double diamond after that. And really what helped me get to that point of progressing past double diamond, or past diamond rather, was the self-development that I did. And I really focused on that. So if you have not begun self-development yet, just do it for 15 minutes a day to start with, and just really pour into yourself, because it's gonna be what propels you forward. So that was my moment.
All right, I'll go. That was awesome, Debbie. I really like that. So my thing was, Mark or Pam and Mike went around, and people that felt insecure, and went up to them and asked them why. Why do you feel insecure? What's stopping you? Or rather, they said, who feels stuck? And when they were doing that, when they were talking one-on-one with somebody, and they asked people to stand up who felt stuck in their business or who felt insecure, and probably 90% of the whole arena stood up that they felt stuck or they felt insecure. And that was just, I mean, I get the chills thinking about it right now, because it's crazy, because it doesn't matter who you are, where you are, what rank you are. People feel stuck and they feel insecure, and it makes you feel like you just want to get in this shell and never leave, and not do anything more. And then we had another leader that was on our leadership page this week that, she's a huge inspiration to me, and she's so high in the company, and she felt stuck. And, don't let that get to you. Just get back up. And Mark said, don't let the title drive you, or you don't let the title, don't worry about your title. Like, get up every day and just go towards those steps to success, and just keep going. Like, Mark believes in every one of us, no matter where we are, so much, so much. It's crazy having the one-on-one time with him for the diamond and above on Friday night. Like, he loves us so much, and he wants us to strive, and you guys, we can all do it, and we all feel insecure at times. It doesn't matter what your rank is or anything. Just keep pushing. And that was just a huge thing for me, because there's times where I feel stuck and insecure, and I think, what am I doing? But everybody feels that way, and I guess it's a normalcy. So it made me feel better, and it actually gave me more confidence, because I'm not the only one that may feel stuck. It's normal to feel that way. So even if you haven't blitzed, or even if you haven't been posting or anything like that, jumping on these Zooms are great. Going to One Team, One Mission is great, but do it now. Post tonight. Nobody cares. They're not going to say, oh, somebody hasn't posted for 2 weeks. Just do it. Go out there and do it. And Pam kept saying, don't think about it, just do. So that was really big for me. So, I mean, it was a great boot camp. I loved it. But just, I guess, showing the normalcy of the insecurities really struck home to me. So, and it's normal. So don't feel secluded if you guys are feeling that way. That was mine.
Love it.
I don't know who's next.
Someone unmute themselves and go next.
Can people hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. So my big aha moment at conference, on top of just remembering how important it is to get to events, or boot camp, I'm sorry, not conference, was just the fact that the people that are successful in the company, they didn't have just a straight shot to the top. Sometimes some of us will hear no, or we'll get discouraged because we'll go a week or two without signing, an LC or something. But what was big for me to remember was that that's normal and that happens for everybody. Because for me, like, I beat myself up a lot, and I know people can get discouraged really quickly, and they think that people that have made it to the higher ranks have just had, no road bumps, parts of their team haven't fallen off. They just think that everything went perfectly for them and that, they're doing something wrong. But the fact is that's not the case. The only way that you really fail is if you quit. So if you're just doing your steps every day and reaching out to people every day, it'll happen. Just basically, if you don't quit, then you're succeeding. And, I liked hearing the upper ranks share the fact that, it just wasn't a perfect, uphill stroll for them. They actually had to fight to get there. It makes it, I think all that much more credible that they are where they are. So just fight for, what you want, I guess, was my big aha moment. Don't give up, don't quit. Because it didn't go perfectly for everybody, That's it, I guess.
That's great.
Okay.
This is Mira. I'll go next. I'm just trying to figure out this iPad. So I had kind of had a couple things. First of all, for me, what was really compelling and new was just hearing the vision in the Diamond and Above training, the vision that Mark has for the company, which is so large and big and extends down to his vision for all of us. And that there really is no ceiling that we don't put on ourselves in the company. And I think no matter what level you're at, we all kind of hit a point, or many, many times hit a point over and over again, where we're like, oh, this is kind of the best I can do. And I know that's something that sometimes happens to me, even though, I have dreams of going ambassador Diamond, I still hit points where, just getting to triple seems overwhelming. So, that really, that vision that he has to go as big as we can, both for the company and us individually, is just really powerful, and something that for me, is a way to really help defeat a lot of the insecurities about how far I know I can go and how far anybody on my team can go. Really keeping that ceiling, from putting that ceiling on yourself, which I think a lot of us, I think it's a very normal thing. The other thing, which is sort of related, that he kept saying was to get comfortable being uncomfortable. He said that over and over again over the 2 days. And again, I think, yes, 1 second, Camby. So when you're, okay, come here. Come here. Sorry, 3-year-old. Okay. Let me finish my talk. All right. That's gonna stop there then. Thanks, guys.
Real life. Right, guys? We all are smiling because we all have most of us do, that we can relate to that. So anyone else want to go with their next aha? I really agreed with Mira. I loved the vision that he had for us, saying he was wanting our company to not only be like a multi-level marketing company. He was wanting us to be in the likings of Amazon and Google, like that huge, and like distributors being able to make $1 million a month. Like there's possibility with our compensation plan for distributors just like you and I to be making $1 million a month or more. That's just mind-boggling to me. But to know that there really truly is no ceiling onto what we do with this business besides what we're limiting ourselves to. So just adding on to Mira's there.
I want to add that my child has not had dinner. 48. I don't know if you could hear. That's what he was saying. I haven't had dinner yet. Okay, he had dinner. So just really want to finish what I was going to say. I'm sorry, guys. So the thing about being comfortable with being uncomfortable is that it's extremely hard. No matter what level you are. And what I have found in the 2 years in the business is that line keeps moving. So I'm more and more comfortable with things outside of my comfort zone every 3, 6 months, whatever. And I think knowing as a veteran, you know that, and you can watch it happening. I think as a newer distributor, sometimes that can be off-putting, but I will just say that continue to push yourself. You'll find that you're always growing and able to take on more and more. So whether that's blitzing or social media blitzing or just standing up in a room, having a party, whatever that is, I will tell you that I know that the reason that I've advanced in my business and then maintained a certain level in my business is because I kept pushing myself out of my comfort zone, and that line kept moving. So he just kept saying that over and over again. I just want to reiterate how important that is, and that when we talk about looking at our top 10 on our teams, one of the things that always jumps out to me is who's willing to push even though they're not comfortable, because it is a mark of someone that is going to go diamond or above. I think that's consistent across everybody that I know that succeeded. If you can't push yourself that little bit out of your comfort zone, you're gonna hit a place where you may not be able to advance anymore. So I just wanted to close that thought. And again, I apologize for the toddler interruption.
I can go next.
Okay. I'll go really quick. So I guess my aha moment actually didn't necessarily come from conference itself. It came from being around other like-minded people, I guess. So, when you get to room with other people and you get to talk strategies and things like that, working smarter, not harder was a big thing for me. So making like a loyal customer page so that it's so much easier to keep in contact with your loyal customers. It was just that was a huge thing for me. And I'll be honest with you, I absolutely love going to events and they fire me back up, but I don't think I have ever been as fired up as I have leaving this event. It was just that phenomenal. And so I guess the big thing for me is they say you need to like stay in touch, stay in contact, because it really keeps the fires burning. It really, really hit home at this event. And that's pretty much it. And I think I'm going to sign off there before I kill Tracy.
Okay, I'll go next. Actually, my aha moment was what Stephanie Kick said. That was one of them. Actually, there's like 3 of them. But off of what Stephanie Kick was saying is where Pam and Mike went around and asking, like, who felt stuck or but hearing from some of these people that are only distributor and they've been in for 3 years and they've never given up. And because we're constantly like judging, like we see all these like top income earners that started after us and they just explode. And so that's why I think a lot of people quit or think about quitting because they feel like they're not doing it right. They're not meant for this. So hearing from some of the people on Saturday saying they've been in for a couple years and they're only executive or distributor or Ruby. And it just really got me thinking, because, you know, I feel that way. And I think a lot of people feel that way, is where it's like, you know, I've been in for over 2 years and I'm still diamond. Like, I expect it to be triple by now. So it's like, so it really just kind of brought me back to, like, you know, my time is coming. It hasn't come. So it was just a really good reminder of knowing that, that just never giving up. You know, I've not found those runners, or, well, I have actually, but just hearing that. And then, there was another one. I can't remember. Oh, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was such a really cool, like, so they were talking about Blitzer. No, it was a book, I think, right? Was it a book that he was talking about, Mark? I don't know. But when we were talking with Mark was talking with us Friday, he was talking about blitzing, or like when you're just feeling nervous about something. You know, so when you're going out for a blitz and you're like thinking you need to, like, I want to blitz this person, but you're just so scared. So just go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 blitz. And instead of counting up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you'll continue saying 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you just never do it. So that was like I thought that was really cool. Little aha moment for me about blitzing. I think that's it.
Anyone else?
Well,
Go ahead.
I'll go. So, as some of you know, we got a little time on Saturday with Joel and Steph, and you always kind of hear about how, you know, how the people that have really made it big, they're just like us, you know, and you can hear that all day long, but you still get this picture in your mind of, specifically with them, I pictured a couple that is always mobbed by people and always have people, you know, saying how great they are and how wonderful they're doing, and always having people around them to be able to talk to about the business and all that. But after our time with them, we didn't quite leave at the same time. We left shortly after them, and we could see them. I could see them down the sidewalk in front of us, and it really hit me at that point that that's not what it is at all. You know, it was just them walking. Okay, they kind of said their byes and they took off. You know, they really are just like us. They've just done more work and make a little bit more. So, yeah.
Yep, that's very true, Drew. I think a lot of people just kind of think that they're like these magical unicorns, Joel likes to say. And even though he does like to say he's a unicorn, he is just a normal everyday guy. And it's just kind of weird for Debbie and I to see how crazily like celebrity status they are, because we just know them as Joel and Steph. And it really proves that just hard work and honestly never giving up. They've had their ups and downs in the business just like everyone else. So they just stuck through it longer and talked to more people and had more no's than everyone else. So who else wants to say something? Does anyone else want to say something? Amanda and Amy, I see you guys.
I guess I'll go. I was at a graduation all day, so I'm like, all right, get into normal people mood. Like, it works. Okay, so I have so many aha moments. I was thinking about it, like, kind of, I mean, I was in graduation mode, but I was thinking about, like, what am I going to say? Because I had so many aha moments. And you guys mentioned a lot that was already on my mind, but so I'll say one. And this isn't anything that they were talking about during the boot camp, but I don't know if you guys know Nikki Moore, but she's an ambassador with It Works. And my sister came to the boot camp with me, and we were able to sit near the ambassadors. And Nikki Moore sat next to my sister, who's a diamond, and started asking her for tips on how to sign up loyal customers. And I was like, wow. Like, I feel like just watching that was an aha moment for me, because like we always look at ambassadors or even black diamonds or like people who are, I guess, higher ranked than us, and we always think that they're like, they know everything and they got it like that and stuff like that. And then here's an ambassador coming up to someone who's been in the business for a while as a diamond, asking how she was able to sign up like 40 something, almost I think like 52 loyal customers in a matter of 2 months, or not even 2 months. So that was right there cool to see. And then I don't remember who was talking about it during boot camp, but talking about how you need to be a leader that sets an example by doing and not just by talking, and not getting into management mode. Because I think that a lot of us, even when we have like 2 distributors underneath of us or 3 distributors, or we're not even like, we're executive and we get into management mode, we're expecting them to work, and we're like following up with them. Hey, did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do this? Like, that's not your job to do that. And I think that sometimes we want to promote so bad that we want them to have that same like drive as us. And we can't always expect that of people. Like, you have to sign up so many people for you to find that one runner. Like, I've been in the business for 4 years, and I'm going to say that out of the 9 months, I wasn't like 100%, but still, that's still a long time. And it still takes me a long time to find that one person after signing up however many people, for me to find just that one person who's going to go with me 100%. So I think it's good to remember that you can't get into management mode. And you need to be the leader that goes to events, because like, not only are you showing your team that that's what you're supposed to do, but now you're also filling up your cup. Like, you can watch, like I think Tammy said this, like, you can watch as many Zooms as you want to. You can like literally like at night watch whatever personal development videos you want to from other It Works distributors to hype you up, but it will never hype you up as much as going to events and being around people like-minded, just like you. And Mark said this during the Diamond Night, and he mentioned how he was just saying like, you're here because you're worthy of being here, and there's a reason why you're here. So are there little voices in your head telling you that, you know, maybe you can't do it or maybe you shouldn't? And then he also reminded us who are the people that we surround ourselves with every single day. So I think that was good to hear again. Like, are you surrounding yourself with people who are going to encourage you and push you to keep going forward? Are you with people who are telling you, oh, I told you so, or see, I told you it wouldn't work out for you, or, you know what I mean? Like, things like that. So you don't want to be around those types of people. Even honestly, even if it's your friends and your friends and your family. So, I think I have so many haha moments. I don't know. Like, that was just something that I guess popped out when I was looking through my stuff. I don't know.
That's good, Amanda. I agree with your aha moments too. Amy, do you have anything that you want to contribute?
Sure. Can you hear me? Okay. I didn't know I was gonna be talking, but okay. So, let's see. Okay, so Mark was saying how like he was basically talking about like your cold market and your warm market too. So like, I know a lot of people are scared of cold messaging, or like that's not how you do business or whatever like that. But he said that when you're done with your cold market, you have to when you're done with your warm market, you have to make your cold market warm, if that makes sense. So basically when he says that, he said that you have to basically build relationships with people, whether it's on Instagram or on Facebook. He said that you have to build that relationship with those people to make those people your friends and make those people your warm market. So he said don't be afraid to make new friends, and when it's on Instagram or if it's on Facebook. So I thought that was like a really cool, I guess it was like an aha moment for me, because a lot of people say, oh, well, like, I don't know who to contact now because, I contacted all my friends and all my family, like my warm market's gone. So like, I feel weird like going into my cold market. So I guess that when you think of it as like, oh, I'll just make my cold market my warm market by building relationship with them, then they become your warm market as well. So like, you're kind of opening up like a new like world of people to contact and to get people to help and try your products and to join your team. That's it.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, all of us, the vast majority of us use social media to build our business. I mean, at least it's part of our tools that we use. So eventually you will run out of friends and family. Joel and Steph told us that in the very beginning, because Debbie and I had a very difficult time building our business with our warm market, friends and family. They were not supportive of us at all. They would not even host parties for us. It was just really bad. And we were very frustrated and could have easily gave up at that point. But it's like eventually everybody runs out of a warm market. So how do you continue to grow your business 5, 10, 15 years down the road? You have to have that cold market. And like Mark said, make that cold market your warm market. So I liked that too.
And it's called like network marketing for a reason. We have to always increase our network no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think I saw Julie and Ryan on here. Do either one of you guys, I think you guys were at boot camp, do you guys want to give an aha moment, or did we cover everything? Neither one wants to. Okay. Well, hopefully this was helpful to you guys. I did want to keep this to just about a half hour, kind of short and sweet, but just hopefully it gave you guys some good tips or just got you excited and energized. Mark also told us, and he's already kind of leaked out on a call and stuff, that at Green Carpet there is going to be at least one new product announced. They're revamping the training academy. So a new training academy of sorts is coming out. And he also even talked about like stuff geared to men. So like a training or something that is going to help men build their business with It Works. Because it was kind of an aha moment at the direct sales event that they went to right before Phoenix, that the majority of top money earners in direct sales are men. And the vast majority of It Works people, distributors, are women. So they're trying to help men grow their business within It Works as well. So that'll be awesome for our guy distributors. Suzanne, you want to unmute yourself? What about what Pam said at dinner? She said a few things. So what did
Oh, it was what Debbie told me, what Pam said to Stephanie Kick. I don't know where Stephanie is. Stephanie, you know what she said.
About June? About Green Carpet?
No.
To me, personally?
It was it June or July?
How every mom.
Huh?
About every mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pam just said come, and I think she was talking about Green Carpet, but she said that every mother is going to want what we are about to have, like every single mom. So I don't know what that means, but that's what she said to me. Yeah, way exciting. She's like, I mean, she was very adamant that every single one. And you know, it was really interesting when Pam came to, because Pam showed up at the dinner before Friday night, and she said that she feels very obligated to the wrap because she knows that we're never going to see anything on the market ever like it. Like nobody's going to ever be able to reproduce it or anything like that. So she is so married to the wrap that she just says, get the wrap on people. So you guys, we have such an amazing thing, and the new wraps are amazing. If you haven't tried the new wrap, get one on. I just did one the other day, and I just want to get them on everybody now. So that was really strong to me, is that Pam was like, she's so obligated to the wrap because it is such a piece of gold. So wrap people, that's how we build.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, guys, thanks so much for hopping on a Thursday night, and hopefully you guys got something out of this. I did record it, so I'll send out the recording and you guys can send it to your team. So hope you all have a great night, and we'll see you soon.